And I'll tell you why. Because sewage disposal or even waste management of municipal corporations, which the tertiary staff is from the scheduled caste. Yeah? But now what's happening is that as mechanization sets in, yeah, you must understand that the reality is that once the entire process gets mechanized, the Dalits don't get that job. Yeah, they're out of it. Yeah, so let's understand that it's not about who's going to do it. It's about what the state should have done, having taken cognizance that a certain community has suffered for centuries, and that's in the last 60 years, the state continued to let them be there, did not take care of adequate social security measures. The average lifespan of a person who works in the sanitation department is 45 in Bombay. In the Corporation of Bombay, I think we have a couple of deaths a day. And most of them are unreported because most of the work now is outsourced to contractors. The contractors' workers are not registered. All of them are Dalits, and the numbers are just not adding up. So as mechanization is setting in, Bombay has privatized its sewage disposal processes, and the Dalits are out of it. So the question is, it's not. So the liability of the state, the responsibility of the state too, it's people who it has used and abused over years. The sewage workers don't have. Even today, they do not have a complete health security in place. So why is the assumption that they will continue to be economically pure? Because you're assuming that the state is not going to do its job. Yesterday, the Supreme Court ended up, the Bombay High Court said that all SC/ST students under the RTE Act are entitled to full education in a private school. And the state of Maharashtra has to reimburse the full fee. And it debunked that 25% notion in the RTE Act. It said nothing doing. All SC/ST, it was referring to people in the tertiary staff, so on and so forth. The Supreme Court has turned around and stayed that order, and the matter is not going to come up after 8 years. So you have a position where even if they want to get out, your systems are not going to allow them. And that question is wrongly phrased because your assumption is that they will continue to be there. And the state is failing because you have reservation, and yet that reservation exists on paper, and those kids are not going to be allowed to access that process. So the assumptions you're working on is a little flawed.
Well, yeah, you may go ahead and say that. However, if I look